Hey, what's up guys? Justin here from Out of the Basement, and what I have for you today is another Black Series update. If you're not familiar with these, it is basically just me showing off the figures I have picked up from the last episode to this episode. Star Wars, the Black Series 6-inch, you guys all know why you're here. Before we jump in, be sure to hit like and subscribe if you are new. We are always talking about the Black Series here on the channel. Diving right in, Big Bad Toy Store finally processed my pre-order of Sergeant Creel about a month ago, and this figure delivered in pretty much every way imaginable. I think he looks pretty darn good. It's an accurate representation of what we see for the most part. The art style of Scar Squadron kind of changes from panel to panel during this specific run of Star Wars. It's a Stormtrooper on the 2020 body with a green lightsaber and these extra bits and straps and pouches and a pauldron. I obviously think it's cool, and he's super fun to pose, especially with those butterfly joints, you know, on the 2020 Stormtrooper body. Wielding a lightsaber is super fun with this guy. Nate and I took a trip to Kokomo Toys to meet up with Zach from Black Series Cantina, and we ended up finding some deals. I got the Power of the Force Han Solo at Kokomo Toys for $25. Pretty good deal. That's actually under retail considering it's an exclusive. And yeah, it's a pretty good photoreal update to the orange line figure. The paint on the face on this one is actually pretty matte compared to the Luke, which I also picked up. But before we get into that, yeah, I mean, it's the 2013 Han Solo with a better face. I wanted it to complete the Cantina scene since we got the bar set, and then we also have the modal nodes. So I was in the mood to complete the set. And to do that, I also picked up a Luke, also for $25. And the Luke is nowhere near as good. This is the toilet paper Luke, as we like to call it. The robe that he's wearing is just comically oversized, and it literally just looks like a few sheets of toilet paper. The photoreal update is nowhere near as good as the Han Solo either, and the gloss is strong. He looks like a sweaty old boy sweating on the moisture farm. But again, I just wanted this figure to complete the like Tatooine Cantina bar scene that we had going on. Also at Kokomo Toys, Zach and myself both picked up the Enfys Nest's Swoop Bike. This was actually the last vehicle that I needed. This was also $25, so pretty much a great deal for the last vehicle that I needed in the Black Series, because the vehicle line is unfortunately dead in the water. So I thought, what the heck, I will just complete the lineup and get Enfys Nest's Swoop Bike. I'm not the biggest fan of Solo, but we did get a lot of great designs from the film, including this. I actually haven't opened this one yet because it is massive. I have seen Nate's copy of this vehicle and it's way too big, and I gotta make some space for it first. So it's still in the box, so enjoy, you know, Hasbro's promotional shots for this figure. I was at Best Buy one day and I finally completed my 6-piece of the modal nodes with an additional Figurin' Dan. Best Buy randomly pulling through. They haven't pulled through for me in a very long time, but I'm super ecstatic to finally finish off my personal 6-piece band. Needed my final Figurin', and this is, I said it during the last update, but this is seriously some of the coolest stuff that we've seen between Figurin' Dan and Nail and Chio. I have been waiting years and years and years to get the Cantina band members. Hasbro, please give us more background aliens from the Cantina, please. I also finally picked up Sev. This was a GameStop Gaming Greats that I told myself I'm only picking these up in store if I find them. However, I did get this guy off the website because it was about $8 off, I believe. This figure also went on sale on the day of launch. Its release day, it was already on sale for whatever reason. Everything that can be said about, you know, Delta Squad reusing the Hunter mold has been said. You guys know where I stand on that. We don't have to get into it. But to sum it up, the Hunter sculpt doesn't make for an all that great Delta Squad figure, but it does make for a good action figure. It's undeniable that I have fun posing, especially this like sniper configuration on Sev. It's just a fun body to work with. Up next is a twofer for you. This is a 2-for-1 special. I'm going to lump these together because these two are figures that are exclusive. They're Target exclusive, and we in the United States waited well over a year for these. And unfortunately, our prediction came true that we waited so long that they finally got here, and they ended up just clogging the pegs. They are certified peg warmers of the year. Galen Urso and Antok Merrick, both from Rogue One. I was initially going to pass on these figures. You know, Galen comes with embarrassingly little. He literally just comes with the little Death Star plan data pad that he actually is not seen with in the film. And then Antok Merrick, it's great to have an additional X-Wing pilot, but they are all on that short, little, tiny Luke Skywalker body, and I sort of can't stand that, but it's blue, you know, and add a little variety to the Rebellion shelf. And these were also on sale. Galen Urso was $11.49, Antok was $12.49, two for pretty much the price of one, and that is a price I'm willing to pay for these all day. Now let's get into the good stuff. I picked up two, count them, two Dark Troopers from The Mandalorian, and I absolutely love these figures. They delivered in a lot of ways. I love the shiny, glossy, reflective paint on these droids. Some people are kind of using that as a criticism, but like, no, they're glossy in the show, and I want them to be glossy in figure form. I know that if your hands are oily or if you leave a lot of fingerprints, that could be bad. Honestly, I would almost suggest wearing gloves when you're handling these figures. And a lot of people also complain about the like loose overlay, but in my opinion that helps with the articulation for such a chunky, bulky, articulated figure. You can get the aiming down the sights pose really well, and I love the alternate fisted hands that they come with as well for a nice little rock'em sock'em vibe. It would have been cool if they found a way to include a bit of a simple flight stand to utilize the like blasting off effects. So that'll be like one slight negative, but still, Nate's figures are falling in the background. What are you doing?
Who fell?
Who fell?
Fucking Carter. Or it was Cat.
Jazzware's Spartan collection, always falling. Like I said, that'll be a slight negative on the Dark Trooper, but it's an all-new sculpt. It's so articulated. I'm very surprised at the articulation on this one, and it's just a very, very satisfying shelf presence. This is one of my favorites of the year, and it'll probably, definitely, hopefully be on our top 10 of 2022. Nate?
Probably, definitely, hopefully.
And to finish off this episode with even more heat, we have Cad Bane, the Braca version, the Amazon exclusive. I haven't actually opened this figure yet. I'm filming this video after filming Figure It Out, and I'm actually lending the Cad Bane to Nate for a review. But I've seen enough stuff. I know this is a banger. A while ago, we put a picture up on our Instagram that differentiates the two from, you know, the regular Cad Bane to the Braca version. There's a surprisingly new amount of sculpting and tooling on this figure. Surprisingly new. And I think it looks pretty darn incredible. It is not just a repaint or a heavy reuse of the Clone Wars Cad Bane. And that'll wrap up this episode of the Black Series updates. Let me know what you guys have been picking up lately in the comments down below. As always, we always like to discuss the Black Series with you guys in that comment section. Leave a like and subscribe if you are new. If you'd like to support us in a more direct and super helpful way, we do offer a channel membership. There is a link to that in the description below. You do get access to the Clone Trooper loyalty badges that change based on how long you're a member, and also our custom emojis that you can use in our live stream chats and in our comment sections. We live stream every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. We do our little lazy Sunday live streams. Those are always a fun time, so join us. Also, join that Discord. I'm always plugging that Discord. We always want to get new, fresh faces in that Discord. We also have merch and plenty of other fun stuff. Just check out all the links in the description down below. I've been Justin from Out of the Basement, and we will see you guys next time.